Happy Monday, everyone. Carmen Broxman here with Choose Joy with Carmen, and back for another episode of my MoJOY Monday. And today I'm going to be using some stamp sets, and I'm going to be using the mini stamp and cut and emboss machine because we have some bundles, stamp set bundles, and the mini cut and emboss machine is all going on sale tomorrow for the entire month of March. Now, let me forewarn you that because there's always a chance because of the whole global shipping issue that's going on, that once things run out, they run out. So if you're interested in getting any of these bundles, and I will have them on my blog, the ones that are going on sale, then you better, get them early. But I'm going to be working with two of those bundles today, and one of them is the pansy patch. And the only reason why I'm using this one today is because I wanted the sentiments out of here. That's really the only thing I'm using out of this set. But the other one, I decided to show my favorite bundle that is going on sale because this was one of the first bundles that I bought because I loved it so much. And it's the Quiet Meadow bundle. And now the only thing that we're going to use out of the stamp set is the speckled dots or splatches or whatever you want to call those. But I love the dies, and we are going to be using one of them today. And at the end, I will show you another card that I did, and I think it was probably one of my first um, YouTube videos because I love this set. And I'm so happy that it is on sale starting tomorrow so that all of you can get it at a discount. So, and it's going to be 20% off. So, and then today is the last day for celebration. So I sure hope that you all have gotten your orders in, and but I am going to be using this paper, and I'm using this as my inspiration today, this card. I fell in love with how they used all the colors, and so I'm going to do the same thing. What I did was I looked up all the colors that is in this paper set, and I went ahead and we're going to use every single color. So like for example, the this paper right here is the pool party and coastal cabana mixed together to make that marbling look. So I have gone through and picked out all these colors. So that's what we're going to do today. So, and then I will show you, I'm only going to do the one card today, but I will show you all the ones that I have created using all the colors. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, we're going to die cut our image. And so pulling out my mini stamp and cut and emboss machine. And so it is so cute. And I love it because it's so little. And I just think that's the fun of it. So I'm going to turn it around so that I can have access to it. And hopefully you can see it. And we're going to be using this die out of that set. And we're going to be using the Highland Heather. So here's the bottom plate. It tells you how to do it. It tells you to put number 1 down. And then number 2, the number 2 plate, which we are going to do that. And then we're going to put our paper down, and then our die, and then another number 2 plate on top of that. And then we are going to run it through the machine. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to try to do this gently so that I don't rock the table. But it gets a little tight in there, so I'm just kind of doing this gently. Okay, so there we have that. And then I'm going to just pop this out of here. And hopefully, and if you have problem with it sticking, sometimes what I do is I take your pick tool, because they have these little um, holes here on the back, and I help push it through that way. Okay, there we go. So now I'll pull that out. And so what I've done with all the cards, like for example, that marble paper that we're using, this purple color calls for Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. So what I also did was I also die cut out the Gorgeous Grape, but I didn't do the entire flower. I just did the flowers themselves, because we don't need the entire thing. So let me go ahead and move this out of the way. Then I'll show you what I did. So with the Gorgeous Grape, I went ahead and, just like I said, did the flowers. And then I'm going to take my paper snips, and I'm just going to cut off that stem and also that stem on this little piece right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull in our silicone mat, because I don't want to get glue everywhere. And we're going to put some liquid glue on the back of these pieces and put them on top of our Highland Heather flower that we just die cut out. I should have brought my tweezers over, like I didn't. But I'm going to lay this right on top of here. And the reason why I like the liquid glue is because then I can move it around if I need to. Now we're going to do the same thing with the bigger flower. Just get some glue on the back here. And then put that on top of the Highland Heather base and line that up. And there you have it. So then that way we're able to use both colors that's in that marvelous designer paper that's in the Celebration catalog. So now I am going to bring in, and I think I'll just keep my silicone mat here because I didn't bring the scrap paper over here. But I am taking this part, this little insert here. So I guess I did use a part of this besides the words, because I wanted a little texture on the inside of that flower. So I'm taking the Gorgeous Grape because I wanted to use the same color, and I'm just going to ink that up. And I think when you use this with the pansy, you use it in this direction. But I wanted to use it in the other direction. So we're going to turn it around. And then I am just going to stamp that like right toward the bottom here of this flower, like that. And it gives it that little extra something that a flower might have in the middle. So I really like that. So that's why I wanted to use that. Okay, so now that we got that done, now that we have the Gorgeous Grape out here, I'm going to go ahead and continue stamping everything that I need with the Gorgeous Grape. So what I've done is I made my card base the lighter of the two. So this is the Highland Heather. And I'm just going, that's going to be our card base. And then I have two pieces of the basic white, one for the inside and one for the cover. And then on the marble, I cut that down to, when you cut it, it's a 6x6 piece of paper. So when you cut it down to 4 inches across, then I did 2 2 inches, and so then I was able to get 3, because what I did is I made 2 different designs of this, and I'll show you those here in a minute. So I had 3 of these 4 by 2 inches, and then, but I'm only making 2, so then I took the other 2 and I cut it in half to 1 inch, and that's what we're going to use on the inside. So let's go ahead and get the inside stamped up. And what I'm doing is I'm making 2 different cards. One is a happy birthday and one is a thank you. So I've already got the thank you one made, and I'll show you that, like I said, here in a minute. But so this one, we're going to go ahead and do the happy birthday. And so I am going to be using the Gorgeous Grape and the sentiment out of that pansy patch set. And I sometimes like to stamp upside down so that I can kind of see where, where this is going to be laid out and if it's going to be straight. So we're going to do it upside down. And this is the inside. So there, then when you turn it around, there you go. So now, while we have the inside here, I'm going to go ahead and take my Stampin' Seal, and I'm going to add that 1 by 4 inch piece on the bottom of the inside, because I like to decorate the inside. And I'm going to add this here, and all the dimensions will be on my blog, and I will link that in the description. So there we go. We have the inside done. Now let's work on the front. So what I did is I just kind of laid this here. I'm not ready to adhere it down yet. And I'm going to take my sentiment, which is happy birthday, and ink that up in the Gorgeous Grape. And the reason why I'm just kind of laying this here, just in case I make a mistake, I can turn it over. And I want my happy birthday to be right about there. So there we go. Then I think we're done with the Gorgeous Grape. Now we're going to move into the lighter purple that's in this designer paper, which is the Highland Heather. And we're going to take those splatter dots, or whatever you want to call them, and we're going to ink that up. And we're going to stamp this twice. We're going to do first generation stamping, which is the first time we inked it up, and then we're going to stamp again. So I'm just going to kind of put that over here somewhere, stamp that down, then without re-inking it, I'm turning it around and going at an angle the other direction and stamping down again. And then that way we have both of those colors. So there, now let's go ahead, and now that we know that the stamping was done okay and I didn't mess it up, we can go ahead and adhere the designer paper to the bottom. So let's get that done. This is really a quick and easy card, and you're going to love all the other ones. So then it's just a matter of deciding how you want this to be on here. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I'm even and put that down. Now we're going to adhere this to the front of the card. I mean, this is really a quick card that you can make, and they're going to be all different, right? Because they're all different colors. Because like I said, I used every one of the colors that's in that designer paper. So now I'm going to go ahead and try to get this even border around and lay it down on the front of the card. And then we're going to take the flower that we did, and I'm going to bring in my silicone mat. I'm not going to put glue on all of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to use the regular and the minis, because I'm going to put a regular one in the bigger part of the flower, and then a mini one on the smaller flower. But then I want to make sure that the rest is going to be, um, you know, glued down to the front of the card. So I'm just going to add some liquid glue in various places on this stem and all that, just so that I make sure that it stays down. Then I'm going to remove the backings on the dimensionals. And then we are going to add this to the front of the card. And I'm bringing it clear down to the bottom, and I'm just picking a spot that I like at a little angle. And then that way, these are glued down and these two are popped up. So there's that. Now let's go ahead and just add the inside to the card. And then I will show you the rest of the cards that I made using all the colors from that designer paper. So let's go ahead and get that down. So there we have it. We have happy birthday and wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. So this was the birthday design, and then this is the thank you. And on the inside of that, it says, the little things you do make such a big difference. So I made both of those in all the colors. So let me bring those in and show you. And then I'll show you the one that I did when I first got the set. So here's the So Saffron and the Bumblebee. And there's that one. And then this is the, I think, Blushing Bride and Flirty Flamingo. And then we have the, what color was this? This was the Basic Gray and Smoky Slate. So there's those two. I just love them. And then this was the Balmy Blue and Misty Moonlight. So there's those two. And then lastly, we have the Coastal Cabana. Let's see, I think it was Coastal Cabana and Pool Party. And so there's those two. So look at how cute those cards are. And they were quick and easy. And the one that I made in the very beginning when I first got this set was this one. I love this card a lot because I love pink and black together. So there you go. That was the card for today. And I will post all this on my blog. And I will post the all the bundles that are going on sale tomorrow. And like I said, it's for the entire month of March. But that doesn't mean that they'll be available the entire month. And then the mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine is going on sale tomorrow as well. Everything for 20% off of the certain bundles and that mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. And today is the last day for celebration. So if there was anything that you forgot to get, don't forget to get that order in today. And we will see you again next Monday for my next episode of MoJOY Monday. And if you enjoy my videos, I would appreciate it if you would share them with your friends. And if you're a new subscriber, this is the first time watching, and I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. And if you're returning and you've subscribed, I really appreciate that you have subscribed. It really helps my channel grow and gets it out there to more people to see. So I appreciate you all who are supporting me in that way. Okay, have a great week, and we'll see you again next Monday. Bye-bye.